Hello everybody and welcome to my weekly vlog. You're probably not going to believe me, but Maya was right there a second ago, and the second I turned and started doing my sound test before I started, she jumped off and now she's standing over there. I tried, very close. Also apologies, but this is going to be short. I'm going to keep it short and sweet because my voice hurts because I've been recording so much Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, and tonight there is a Monster Hunter night as well, so I'm going to be wrecked by the end of this evening. So we're going to go through the comments. I do also have one thing left over from October's Okashi Connection delivery to taste, whatever. Will we do that first? Let's do that first. Let's get it over with. So the thing I want to show off, well actually first of all, if you are interested in getting Okashi Connection Japanese candy monthly for yourself, soon, there's no set date, but soonish, they're going to start introducing 3 tiers, the Ninja Box, Samurai Box and Sumo Box. If you've ever seen, I think I've unboxed like 2 full boxes in these vlogs before. That's going to be the Samurai Box. So if you want less candy for a cheaper price, they're going to bring in that Ninja one. And if you want more for more price, they're going to bring in that Sumo one. It will depend on the price whether or not I'll do it. But if you're interested, you might want to hold off and wait to see all these prices so that you have choices for which size you get. Also, I need this to read out the thing. The information on the thing I'm going to try. I'm going to try Saya Indu chips. My voice went weird there because I burped as I spoke. That's what they are. They are designed and coloured to look like peas in a pod. There's the back. And they're, I think it's pronounced edamame beans. So it's like a salty, well it's not a bean, well it is a bean, you can get beans flavoured with it. It's a salty pea. So it's a little weird. Apparently the texture is similar to mini stick puffs, but a bit denser. That's all I'll read on it. We're going to try them. It's by a brand that you see a lot actually in Okashi Connection, like Calbee. You can get some of their stuff in mainstream UK supermarkets as well. I've seen it. So apologies for the loud noise. I'm going to open it over here so it's not quite as loud. I have tried edamame bean flavoured stuff before, and it's fine. It smells like... Also, there's what they look like. It smells like ready salted Pringles, I guess. Maybe a little bit of pistachio. So yeah, they're shaped like pea pods, but they're more similar to like French fries. Tasted very like pistachio going in. Yeah, very strongly of like pistachio, but more salt. It's nice. I like it. Yeah, that's nice. A very nutty aftertaste, which you don't expect when you're eating a crisp, but there you go. By the way, I hope you're enjoying the Afterbirth videos. I'm going to try and get a run and a daily out every single day. My voice might not be able to keep up. It's really strained already. The Monster Hunter night tonight is going to kill it. So I'll try, but no promises, because I don't want to knock myself completely out of commission. Anyway, the first comment on last week's vlog was from Wizen Valak, who said first. That's not a question, but okay, I'll thumb it up I guess. And is it just me or is it brighter behind me than usual? Is it because I'm not sitting? I think usually I try and position it so my head is blocking most of the window, but I moved because Maya was there and I wanted her to be in shot. I can't really, I'll just put up with it. Chris Sanders. I'm quite fine not knowing the story of Monster Hunter Cross. I prefer seeing it for myself when I play the game, so I'll stick around for your series. This is in regards to me not really understanding much Japanese, so I won't be able to translate Cross's story when I play it through. Speaking of which, a month from now, I'll be playing it. I can't wait. The next comment was from Kunoke, who said, who are your favourite YouTubers? Actually, I could go through a few of my subscriptions for you. Let me just go to my subscriptions. My subscriptions. I have a lot of them, but lots of them are outdated. Who do I actually still watch then? I watch 331 E-Rock. He is the guy who is an exceptionally good heavy metal player, guitar player, and in his main series is blank meets metal. So he will take like a theme from an anime, a TV show, a movie, video game. Did I say game already? Either way. And he does a heavy metal cover, and he is exceptionally talented. I think his most recent ones for Halloween, he did Spooky Scary Skeletons and the Halloween theme tune. He is very good, highly recommended. He doesn't do videos that often because it takes a lot of work, but definitely a must watch whenever he uploads something. Let's see, who else? Other kind of main channels. There's a channel called JPC, these are all like capital letters, one word, JPC MHD. which is a channel which uploads collections of Japanese adverts, and Japanese adverts are very weird to Western eyes, so I love watching them. So that's a pretty fun one to watch. NCH Productions does a lot of Monster Hunter shorts, so if you're into those, he did a very good one for Halloween. Subscribe to a guy called Cynical Razor, never heard of him. Cinema Sins is very good. They do like, not parody videos, they look at a movie and they point out all the foibles, continuity errors, stuff that just doesn't make sense. In a light-hearted way, they take sins off as they count them up if there's a really especially clever thing in a movie. They're always entertaining to watch. Red Letter Media, similarly, they do talk about recent movies, but the series they do that I especially like is they randomly select movies on VHS from the 80s and 90s during the heyday of VHS tapes. They watch them and create humour as a result. They do also have an offshoot where a couple of them focus on games called Prereq. I highly recommend not watching it unless you enjoy watching content that will make you hate them, or you just like venting at content that you don't like. It's fine when they're kind of arrogant talking about movies because they're knowledgeable about it. They're not knowledgeable about games, they're not good at games, they know nothing about the gaming industry. So combine arrogance with ignorance, a hipster attitude, and inability to like anything that wasn't from the 90s, and you have Prereq. So I massively recommend Red Letter Media, but not their gaming branch. Absolutely ignore that, it's terrible. Let's see, who else? The official Monster Hunter channel, the official Transformers channel, Namco Bandai's channel if you want to keep up to date with all their games, the anime games, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, etc. Let's see, there's a cover band from Sweden I like called Future Idiots, although they haven't really done much in a long time. I'm subscribed to a few channels that illegally upload seasons of The Apprentice, both the UK version and, pardon me, the US version, Dragon's Den as well, which I like watching. I think I've said before I like watching Northern Lions content, although to be honest I have gone off it in recent weeks because of my OCD more so than anything he particularly did. He did one thing that started getting on my nerves. He does it proactively. He says dog unironically and now says it all the time, and that drives me insane. The other thing I noticed was that he has a vocal tick where he will say basically every other sentence, and the video that tipped me over the edge was the sponsored coverage he did of Shadowrun Hong Kong. Every other sentence ended or started with basically, and it drove my OCD insane, so now I notice it every time he says it, and he says it quite a lot, so I'm actually struggling to be able to watch his content anymore. But that's down to me, most of OCD sucks. Did I say the Capcom channel? Well, I said the Monster Hunter one. Capcom has their own channel as well. There's a guy called Nemesis Inferno that uploads all the Monster Hunter albums, so that as well. Regular Ordinary Swedish Mealtime. They're pulling away from the thing that I like that they do, which was like insane cooking Swedish style. They got bored of doing it, so now they're trying to do more stuff. I don't think they're going to find as much success, to be honest. I think that's quite a few. I think that will do. I'm still subscribed to the Warframe channel for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. And CR's brother and a few other people. Why did that bring up another window? I'm trying to get back to my comments, please. Thank you. So Kurt was the next comment, and he says at this point school has been replaced. Oh wait, no, he's replaced school with Terra. That's not healthy. Taking a little break currently due to getting so annoyed at people as a healer. I needed time off. You'd find a kindred spirit with CR then. Next comment is from Lightning Knight, who says he's back under a new name. Are you Terra Volt? You forgot to tell me who you were before when you changed your name, but you're lightning themed, so I assume you were Terra Volt. Pardon me. I just wanted a few months off, now I'm back into the series. A few months or so back, you were after game villains that just did not become a villain for the sake of being a villain or something. I would like to see your opinion on the Tales of Vesperia main villain Duke, so spoilers. And then you did a big paragraph, which I assume is spoilers. I'm not going to read it, in case people are concerned about that. Or I'm not going to read it on camera anyway, I'll read it off camera. I did play Tales of Vesperia. It seemed okay from a story perspective, but I didn't like the combat, so I gave up on it, not very far in. Shows says, is there any possibility for me to join your ARC server? It's down to Dragonakis at this point, who I think is still travelling for work. He went through computer problems while he was on holiday. I think his flat got flooded or something like that, so the server we started might just be gone. I don't actually know if it is. That's also why my website address currently just forwards to my channel, because that also got lost in the damage. We might just have to start over if we find time. Right now it's too busy to fit it in. Iron Paladin is next. While I'd normally agree with your thoughts on Cross, there's a pretty big movement for getting Cross in the West without waiting for a G or U version. That doesn't matter. Whether it'll pan out I have no idea, but there's always a chance. No, that's not how it works. They look at sales, they've looked at sales, and they'll know that Monster Hunter Cross sold a lot. It sold 4 million copies worldwide for a start. It will already be in their plans. They know that the fans of the series will buy the new iteration, and it's easier for them to just bring the iterated version to the West rather than the version that's not got as many features. So, no, petitions and whatnot saying to the developers' face, bring Monster Hunter Cross to the West, it doesn't matter. They've already made that decision long in advance. It still could, yes. There could still be a chance that they're gonna. I think if they were going to by now it would have been revealed. But, no, you can hold on to hope if you want. Just don't rely on them. Monty Owen's next, and he says, dang you YouTube. I assume that's in relation to YouTube Red. Apparently they're going to give content creators a small portion of the earnings from people who subscribe to Google Music to make up for the fact that we're not earning anything from those taking part in the YouTube Red free trial. That's probably not going to compare. By the time you hear this, I'll know for sure whether my earnings have gone like that for the free trial period. It's too early right now because you have to wait like 2 days before the stats for 2 days ago appear. So starting from tonight I will start seeing a difference one way or the other from the free trial of YouTube Red. Spherical Cube says, considering it were the adventures of Flick the Mage in Dark Souls 2 that introduced me to your channel, I would like to express my explicit if premature preference for a mage build in Dark Souls 3. That's fair enough, I will keep it in mind. Reaper next says he needs Monster Hunter Cross. If it does not come to the West, I will settle with living vicariously through you, but I expect some solid attempts at translations. Nope. Well, I can translate like the skills. Well, hunter types, I mean. YouTube Red is not good enough for me with the current setup. Why would I pay for someone that I don't watch at all? Yeah, that's the thing they didn't think through, and is a great shame. I don't want to support people I don't watch. I want to support just the people I watch. And apparently it doesn't work like that, so no. PewDiePie does not need any of my money. So the last comment was from the Deadpool Warrior, who is commenting on NerdCube's description of how YouTube Red works. This is no longer applicable though, because they kind of backtracked a little bit after the blowback originally about how it was going to work with the split. It's still bad, but yeah. So I've paraphrased your comment, but you're basically saying as well you don't watch PewDiePie. Why would you want most of your money to go to him? Because he will get most of the money, because he'll get most of the views. I agree. So I'll just reiterate that if you do want to support specific people, please do consider either fan funding, direct donations via PayPal, or I would prefer Patreon, because at least that way you still get additional bonus stuff. Starting November 10th, you'll be getting every other episode of Fallout 4 early. And maybe other stuff now and then as well. So we've only been going 30 minutes, but that's going to do it. I have to save my voice for the more recording I've got to do today. So that'll do it. I'm going to go try some more of them things now. Feel free to leave comments. How are you finding Afterbirth? How are you liking the daily challenges? And also how are you liking Greed Mode? The run where I've tried Greed Mode hasn't gone live at the time I'm recording this, but it will by the time you've seen it. So how are you finding it? And I found a few more secrets since then as well. Although please don't spoil stuff for me. I want to discover it for myself. That's going to do it. Thanks for watching, listening, whatever. See you next week. Ta-ta for now.